Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Marty Richards with Richland Center Tourism here today, and we have an extra special treat for you today with a guest. And this is part of our behind-the-scenes looks of learning more about our tourism-related businesses and services that exist here in the greater Richland area. Today I have with me, much like a European soccer player, we refer to him as Trapper. That's it. So this is Trapper with West Fork Guides and Adventures.
Correct.
I nailed that right out of the chute,
right,
first
right.
time. There we go. It's always a victory if I don't try to change somebody's business name when we're doing these. So, but today I'm with Trapper here, and he's going to tell us. Well, he's not going to tell us. We're going to talk a little bit about the guiding services and adventures that he offers here in the greater Richland Center area. And very notably and suitably, we are here right on the banks of the Pine River, where but a lot of your work does occur. So first off, Trapper, if you can just share with us, because I mean, you're a man of very much, high knowledge of fishing and fish breeding and the growth of fish colonies. Tell us a little bit how you got to this place, because you're not native to the area. You really grew up on the eastern side of the state, if I'm not mistaken. Tell us how fishing became a love for you.
I started fishing over here in Vernon County when I was 4 years old at a catch and release type, or catch and consume pond.
Catch and eat.
Catch and eat.
Catch
pond,
and eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was stocked by the Westby Rod and Gun. I was 4 years old, and I've been fishing here ever since.
Oh, wow.
I got involved with the DNR in a wild strain program over 30 years ago, helping them raise and stock fish all over the driftless area. Another reason, another word for another way of explaining the driftless area around here is slow. Compared to the other side of the state, this area is much slower lifestyle. When you get off the main highways, when you get off the state highway, and especially a county highway, things slow way down. No one really cares if you go 30 miles an hour. You wave to all your neighbors all wave to you. You see Amish buggies running around at 5-6 miles an hour. It's just a lot slower life.
Yep, I would totally agree with that. I've kind of tried to explain to folks that visit the area or considering visiting the area. I said, don't have a schedule where you've got to be at this place by a certain time and to the next event on the knot right at that exact time, because things do slow down. Sometimes we're getting a good discussion and we take 30 extra minutes. And would you say that's true?
True.
Yep.
So one thing that's unique about the Pine River here, especially in the driftless here, the Pine River does not have a dam on it anywhere. So it flows right into the Wisconsin River, and the Wisconsin River flows into the Mississippi River. So you could catch possibility any species of fish here, that freshwater species.
Yep.
And it's very unique. So you can catch a walleye right here off this bridge. You can catch monster trout, sturgeon, catfish, about anything.
That was going to be my question. Can we get a catfish out of the pine?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. They catch them all the time.
So you've been fishing the pine and in the area for 30 plus years, almost 40?
50.
50. Holy cats. I wasn't showing anybody's age. I was being generous. So
Thanks. I need that too.
So Trapper, with his business, does a lot of guide and adventure work. Can you tell us, if somebody gets in touch with you and talks to you about, hey, I'd like you to come along and help with the guide service, can you tell us what your expertise is and what you really enjoy with showing people and helping them with?
Well, in my older age, one of my things that I enjoy is taking people out, like maybe first-time fly fishermen or first-time trout fishermen, and I get to show them how to read water, which is very important no matter what, how not to basically not be a stomp banker or a bank stomper and chase the fish away. And one of the great joys is when somebody actually achieves that in the day and starts catching fish on a regular basis. So once you get it down, some of the basics down pat, it's not very hard to catch fish, providing they want to bite.
Says the guy who knows how to fish, because I've been fishing a little. I mean, I'm not a great fisherman. I'm learning. And when he said it's easy to catch fish, you just got to know where they're biting or how to get them to bite. You just lost me on that. that is hard work for me.
There are days when they don't like me.
Okay. It's a personality conflict,
Yeah,
is
it
what you're
must be,
saying.
yeah.
Okay. So Trapper works in our greater Richland Center area. You'll take folks on the Pine, but you also take folks to other bodies of water or streams and lakes. Is that correct?
Correct. I guide in 3 states. So I guide Richland and Vernon and other areas in Wisconsin, but also northeast Iowa and southeast Minnesota.
Okay, so pretty wide area. You really work kind of in our discussion previously. You talked a little bit. You do like to work at different skill levels too. Is that correct?
Correct. And one thing that we do offer, we kind of get along with Pine River Paddle LLC out of Richland Center. So we offer a guided kayak trip for multi-species fishing. Above Richland Center is primarily a trout stream. So we offer trout fishing out of a kayak, which is very unique. So you get to kind of see, you kind of get a nice tour of the area that you're not going to get off the road by any means, and you get a chance to catch fish.
Yep. And I would argue the scenery along that way with the rock formations and the outcroppings is really second to nowhere along the Pine.
It's beautiful. So one thing nice about Richland County compared to, say, Vernon County is there's less people using the waterways, less graffiti, much more family orientated.
A little slower too, probably.
Yeah, much slower.
Yep, slower pace. Awesome.
Pace, yep.
So if folks are coming to Richland County or the greater Richland area and they say, hey, we want to connect with Trapper and use your guide or adventure service, can you tell us how would they best get in touch with you?
So I have a Facebook page called West Fork Guides and Adventures, and all the information's on that. And that's
Okay.
the best way to contact me.
So West Fork Guide
Guides.
and Adventure Service.
Correct.
Okay. Facebook is the best place to connect with Trapper. Trapper, thank you for joining us. Is there should we get a formal name?
Brian Voldall.
Brian Voldall. Okay, but if you call him anything but Trapper, he'll wonder who you're
Only
talking
the girls
to.
call me.
Only the girls call you Brian. All right. Well, very cool. So thank you for joining us, Brian. I'm Marty Richards with Richland Center Tourism. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day.